Dave here, and tonight we're in Effingham, Illinois, and we're going to go into the chrome shop. Trucker Dave here, and today we're in the chrome shop. There's all sorts of chrome and accessories for your truck. Everything from mud flap hangers here to the iconic lady mud flap hangers to all sorts of lights, chrome stacks, horns, fender covers, and just about a little bit of everything. And it's really kind of neat. But the real reason I'm here is because I'm going to talk to you guys about polish, and this is a place where you can buy it.
Literally sat on the outside of the bath and put it in the bath and washed it. Drained the bath and took a shower. That was my use of the bath.
Every time you go carry this out, I'm old.
Yeah, you have a good one.
The first thing you have to do before any serious polishing is get your equipment clean. A clean truck is a happy truck. Well, we got the truck washed, and there's some problem spots. But this is how you take care of these with a good easy way, some good easy cleaning, and we'll show you what to look for when they wash your trucks, what they can miss, and how the chemicals they use can damage your aluminum and chrome. And I'll show you an easy way to get those polished up. As you can see, $62 didn't get me a whole lot here. This is the chrome. It didn't really get hardly any clean, but what's even more disturbing is this right here, where I've already rubbed it off. This is where they did not wash the brightener off the truck. So if they leave the brightener off on the truck too long, it can burn. This was polished. This has all been cut and polished here, but the steps haven't. You can see the difference here. There's no luster as there is on the edge of the tank. So if you're going to start polishing these, you're going to need to get these machine cut, and I'll go over that. And these right here, for the most part, it's helpful to have a regular polishing tool, but you can do them by hand also if you want. I'm going to use a little bit of Lucas Slick Mist here. It's great on the chrome, but if you're going to polish, you can also use anything on an already polished surface like this, like chrome, not aluminum, but chrome. You can actually use Windex if you want, but this is what I got, and I'll show you how this cleans up real easily. This is pretty easy. It's just, well, you just spray it on, you know, and that's exactly what it is. You just spray it on in mist and start rubbing on it, and it cleans up. So we're going to do this here. When you decide to start polishing on your aluminum, this is where knowing what kind of metal you have pays off, because you have to get the proper kind of polish for it. There's metal polish, there's aluminum polish, and there's chrome polish, and not all polishes are created equal. So you have to figure out what the base metal is and what's going to work the best in your particular application. Generally, any metal polish will work, but you have to figure out which one you like and which one's going to work the best for you. You know, the Lucas worked well on the chrome. It didn't really polish it, it just brought the sheen back out, you know, using this here. But what I'm going to end up doing on the tanks is I keep a little bit of this Blue Magic here. It works well for me. It's a paste, and while the Lucas you know, the slick mist will get a little bit of the surface oxidation off. It's not going to restore any luster or shine to your aluminum. It'll clean it, but it won't, there's not going to be any polishing there. So you have to get below the surface of all that and bring the shine back out. And we'll show you that. As you can see here, this is where I rubbed it with a little bit of the Lucas. It took some of the stuff out, but it didn't take any of the scratches or anything out of the cracks. This is where I rubbed it with the paste, and if you were to feel it, it's actually really smooth. So that's the difference here. If this was a little more oxidized, this Lucas really wouldn't have even done this well, because I polished. I've polished these before. You know, this is also with these streaks. If you can see these streaks here, this is the problem of using a lot of soaps and solvents on your aluminum. You have to be very careful because it will oxidize and streak your metal. This right here is the difference between chrome and aluminum. Now, if I hit this with a buffer and really get to working with it, this will shine up about like this, but the difference is apparent when you look at it, because this will have a much deeper shine and luster than this. This is just plastic covered chrome. Now you can use regular polish on this chrome to shine it up, but you know, the Lucas or even simple green will clean it, you know, and actually more like soap and water will do a lot better job. But this right here will demand a cleaning agent and some good polish and a little bit of elbow grease. Or if you have a buffer, you know, a machine buffer, you can use that too. That's probably easier, but you'll have to take these off. But I digress. This is the difference between chrome and aluminum. I talked a little bit about cut aluminum and raw aluminum. When I talk about cutting aluminum, it's kind of like what you do with paint after you paint it. You know, you go and you sand it down with a real fine sanding paper. In this case, it's something like a jeweler's rouge, and you sand it down smooth. It brings out the gloss. That way you can polish it. That's when cutting. You know, if you don't cut your aluminum, what ends up happening is you'll get the sheen to a point, but you won't get the deep luster. And that's what makes cut aluminum look so good. Here's an example. This right here has never been cut. You can see it's dull. It'll polish out to a point, but in order to make this box really pop, you're gonna have to get in there with a cutting wheel and just basically sand it down till it's shiny, and then go in with a jeweler's rouge and then a polish. Now, you look up here, these have been cut. These haven't been polished in a while, but they've been cut. And that's why they're so shiny, because they've been sanded smooth and polished. You know, you can see what I'm tapping on is my step right here, you know. So that's the difference there. This is why a lot of guys when they talk about cutting their tanks, this is what they're talking about. As you can see, there's a whole lot more to this polishing than meets the eye. These trucks have a lot of chrome all over them, and a lot of polished metal, and a lot of chromed plastic. So there's several different surfaces that we have to take care of on these trucks, including the exhaust back here. So this is just a short tutorial on how to, you know, what to look for and how to take care of your chrome. Hopefully it's been helpful, and if you have any questions, let me know.